Welcome to part 2 of our MG K-Series conversion project. This weekend what I'm hoping to do is get the old engine and gearbox out, get all the wiring out and get the new engine and gearbox trial fitted so we can start building the engine mounts. The first part of it is obviously removing the bonnet, so I will use my assistant to help. Right, the next thing we're going to do is to drain the oil out of the engine, and then we'll drain the oil out of the gearbox afterwards. Right, now that we've got the bonnet off, we've got a bit more clearance. I've already removed most of the exhaust, so the next thing to take off will be the carburetors, inlet manifold and then the exhaust manifold. These heater pipes have got to come out, breather pipes, throttle cable, choke cable, and then that should be this side pretty much done. Right, having now removed the carburetors, next thing I can do is undo the downpipe for the exhaust, get that out of the way. The next thing will be to remove the radiator, just give us a bit more room to move the engine forward, tilt it up to get the engine and gearbox out together. So it's now Sunday morning. I managed to get the exhaust manifold and the radiator out last night before we went home. Next bit to do today will be to take off all the wiring. What I'm going to do is, this one obviously needs a proper connector on it, but I'm going to label a bit of masking tape around each wire as I take it off and write on it what it does. Some of this wiring we're going to have to join into the existing wiring. That'll just make it a lot easier when we come to join it back up and we know what goes where. Other than that, it'll be taking everything out. All the we've got like the starter solenoid coil we're not going to need. We've got fuel injection on the new car. Fuse box over there. If I zoom in, you can see old style glass fuses. I've got a new fuse box to go in which has the modern style blade fuses, which will be a lot easier, and I won't have to piggyback so much stuff off of one fuse. Other than that, it should hopefully be pretty straightforward. Unbolt the engine mounts, gearbox mounts, and lift the whole thing out. Right, all that's left then, before undoing the gearbox and engine mounts, is to take this gear lever out. Very simple design on these. It's like a bayonet fitting. Push down, that springs up, and lift the whole arm out. So here it is all ready to come out. I've unbolted out the engine mount. There's one there, and there's one just there. There's two bolts underneath the back for the gearbox. We've got the chain looped around the exhaust manifold, or underneath the exhaust manifold, and through the lifting eye. All the wiring is out of the way, all the coolant pipes disconnected, so should be ready to lift straight out.